welcome to the chessboard, everyone. Tonight we will be going over Deck of Worlds by the Story Engine. The main designer being Peter Tchaikovsky. This is not exactly a card game, but not exactly not a card game. It is a way of building out these kind of micro settings within a setting, or I guess if you're creating a setting out of micro settings, you can do that as well. But it's a way to build out worlds in a similar fashion to the map building game that we utilize, Nova. What was it? Now that I'm trying to think about it, I can't think of it. But it was a map tool that we were able to utilize as a group to develop these these maps that we could play in together. It made the worlds kind of feel more, how would you put it? Ex Novo, that's the name of it. Ex Novo was the map making tool. But it made it feel more, collaborative and fun for everyone involved. I've actually been using Deck of Worlds for little over a month now. I got a sampler pack during Free RPG Day, and I've enjoyed it so much I ended up getting the full box, which luckily came with, I was able to get a PDF and split it and modify it for Foundry VTT. There's no official Foundry or Roll20 module for this system as far as I know, so I kind of had to do some modifications. We'll end up doing a few kind of janky ways of actually getting to play this. I'll have to create items for cards that I haven't used yet, and then we'll be able to place them down on the map and move them around as we need to. So for Foundry, we'll need two things. If you look, we have something called Writer's Hand in the card stacks. Card stacks is between the roll tables and the playlists. And then, of course, there are actors. I've made all of the cards essentially NPCs. And again, as we draw new cards, I'll make them on the spot tonight, because it took forever just to make the card stacks that I had. Tonight we got with us Asmo, who plays Kip in our Sword World game, and we also have Veb, who plays Kimyosa. Alrighty, so for simple micro setting creation, usually you're just going to draw one region card, one landmark card, one namesake card, one origin card, one attribute card, and one advent card. And we'll go make a small micro setting like that first. If you look at this card stacks, you'll see that there are the 6 things, but luckily we're not going to have to open each of those up. We should be able to play out of the Writer's Hand. Do both of you see the Writer's Hand? Okay. Now for more complex micro settings, we will draw 2 of the landmark cards, 2 of the namesake cards, and 2 of the attribute cards. Everything else will be only needing 1 of those. The multiplayer rules are fairly simple. Player 1 completes steps A and B. Player 2 does the same for C. And building on what A had already built, and then it goes from there. We have 3 players here, so it'll essentially me be doing the first 2. Then Kip will be doing the namesakes. Kip. Asmo will be doing the namesakes. Veb, you'll do the origins. I'll do the attributes, and Asmo will finish up with the advents. Now, a lot of things were just thrown out there. What is each thing? What do they do, right? So the Regents cards, they establish the microshading's main terrain, and act as the hub for arranging all the cards. So essentially that'll be our top card, and then everything else will go underneath it, which will be slightly shifted over from the main. The landmarks, they're just geographical sites, points of interest. Namesakes, they combine with the regions or the landmarks to create in-world nicknames, kind of like the Mountains of Gold or some nonsense like that. When I go through and began interpreting some of these things for my solo playthroughs, I would rename them more fully. But after that, we have origins. They record significant events in the area's past. Attributes, they highlight present-day features of the area and its people. And then the advent introduces events that may change the area's future. These are things that may be things that the players will be able to play off of, like an invasive species doing a thing, or a leader or some king may have passed away, and now there's a power struggle. Those sort of things. Any questions so far? Second, I don't think you guys are recording voice properly. Let me update this real quick. There we go. Try now.
Hello?
There we go. So no questions thus far, and you'd like to try it out. Okay. So I guess I will go ahead and start with the first 2. I'll draw the region and the 2 landmarks. So when we go to the steps, you just click region, or you'll pick your card that you're about to choose. You'll select the number, and for the draw mode, pick random. And let's start off with a simple one, so I'm just going to do 1 of each of these cards. Okay. So we got the road region. 4x4 card. And I'll plop that down. As for the landmark, we have landmark number 9. Alrighty, got a pretty simple one here. I think I'm just gonna go and take the easy route and call this a town. And send that to back. So we have a road and a town. Now, Asmo,
Yeah.
open up the writer's hand if you don't already have it open, and click on draw.
Okay.
Now, drawing from, I want you to draw from the namesakes
Okay.
and draw random. 1.
Just one.
Yep. Namesake 15. So if you go to the Actors tab, you should see Namesake 15 there. You can drag and drop that. Do you know how to rotate the cards?
No.
So if you highlight the card and then use your scroll wheel with control, so hold down control and then hit the scroll wheel, you can turn this around.
Okay.
Alright, so for step C, the namesake card, draw one, which we did, and tuck it under either the region or the landmark, so only one Q is showing. This provides an in-world nickname. So like the road of blank, or the town of blank, or the blank town, or the blank road, sort of thing. And you can interpret this however you want to. Or I guess not interpret it, but choose whichever one you want to.
So you want me to put it behind the road or something?
You can put it either behind the road or the town. It's your pick.
Like that?
Yeah, just like that. The Road of Shrines.
Yes. It's a very pious road. That leads to the town.
Could be. Could be. Alright. Veb. You will do step D, which means drawing an origin card. So just as Asmo did with the writer's hand open, go ahead and click the draw. The draw from, you'll scroll down to origin. Just one origin and face, not face, draw mode random. Origin 24.
All right.
One moment.
I don't see that available.
Give me a moment.
Oh, wait. It's magically appeared.
Give me a moment. Don't put it down yet.
What if I want to?
then you are going to have a very small token.
Baby token.
Alright, should be good now. Just drag and drop it. Now, similar fashion to the namesake, draw the origin card and tuck it under the edge of the region or landmark, so that only one cue is showing. The origin provides a lore-based backstory.
Some of those are good.
Huh, town built on stolen land. That's interesting.
This is getting bad.
Oh, please don't get me canceled,
Only for
guys.
here.
Alrighty. Attribute card. Looking at attribute number 20. Alright, with the attribute card, we will draw it and tuck it underneath one of the region or landmark cards so that only one cue is showing. The attribute provides a present day detail about the area or its people. Well, we'll call that a ritual site. Alrighty, and lastly, the Advent card. Asmo, all yours. Advent 19. Okay. Good to drag and drop. Alright, which one are you going to pick for the Advent? Draw the Advent and tuck it under the edge of either the region or the landmark so that only one cue is showing. The Advent provides an event that could change the future of the area and or serve as a story hook.
I mean, it's got to be this one to go more on the town. How do I put it behind it?
So if you left click it, there should be a send to back. There you go. So here we go. This is a kind of simple micro setting. From here, we would go and interpret the micro setting, like rotating cars and then orientation, the physical arrangement of the cars present approximates a geographical shape of the micro setting. Huh. Makes a little sense, I suppose. Then take as much time as you need to decide what each cue means in the context of the world, and may interpret cues as open-endedly or as literally as we need to. So in this case, we have like the road of shrines that leads to the town, said to have been built on Solon's land. It is now a ritual site, but an unknown disease is decimating the ecosystem. In this case, we could interpret this as some religious figures created a town, but may have stolen it from the local population. Now, either their deity or the deity of the population is angry and has released a plague upon the new people.
That's what I was going with.
Ved, what do you think? How would you interpret this?
I mean, that works for me. I'm not picky.
Alrighty.
This is your rodeo.
Well, we are just...
He wants you to be part of the rodeo.
Yeah, you guys are the bulls in this rodeo. Alright, let's go ahead, drag this down to here. And let's create another world, but we're going to have to create a new hand so that the cards we drew don't get returned. So,
Do that.
yeah, it's just easy to create a new hand from the card stack. We'll call this one micro setting too. Alrighty. Now, there's a bit more we can do to kind of develop things like a meta or a sideboard. So for this, let's each draw a meta card. We'll start off with one namesake for the... I'm guessing this is the world. Alright, we draw a namesake to decide the name of the world, like Continent of Glass. Let me do the meta row for our card stack. That was the wrong type of card stack. So for the meta row, we'll do fairly simple stuff. We're going to draw each of the namesake, origin, attribute, and advents, and run them in a similar fashion that we would with the micro settings. The meta row kind of just builds as a overview of the world itself on top of everything else within each of these micro settings. So, like I mentioned earlier, with the namesake, Continent of Glass, or an attribute where no language is written, etc., etc. At any time during the development of the world map, we may place a namesake. Okay, so we don't have to do this for the meta row itself. We may place a namesake, origin, attribute, advent card in a row beside our map to designate this as a meta. This is called your meta row. Rotate the card to the queue you wish to see as a meta facing you, then draw a new card and continue on with the micro setting. So while we're doing this, if you see something that you in particularly like about that could possibly just kind of be an overview for the world, you can place that in the meta row and we can continue on.
Like pull it off of
Pull it out of you?
deck and put it in the row?
Yeah, and then you'll draw a new card.
And what happens to the stuff in the meta row?
It kind of becomes a overview for the world itself. And
It applies to everything a little bit.
exactly. And I will still need this meta hand so we can move cards from the setting hand to the micro setting, or from the micro setting hand to the meta row. Alrighty. So I think Asmo went last time. So that means Veb, you are going to start us with the micro setting number 2. You will draw a region, and we're gonna knock this up a notch. You'll draw 2 of the landmark cards. Again, make sure you draw randomly.
Two of the landmark cards, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now, with drawing 2 landmark cards, you can choose to either use both of them or just use one of them. That is up to you.
Well, I don't know what they are.
Do what?
I don't know what they are.
You got to draw them in the micro setting.
Did I not?
I think you sent them to the writer's hand. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I can move them. So we had landmark 9. Okay, we can send this one to that.
Oh, they're supposed to be in this
One.
micro setting too.
Yeah.
I see.
Also, I need you to draw a region card.
You're being awfully needy.
Of course. Alright, give me a sec. I'll place these down. Or not place them down, but place them in the groups. Alrighty, you should be able to place them.
There's got to be a better way to do this.
There wasn't even a better way to do this in Roll20.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all.
There would be a great way to do this if we were all in person.
Yeah, well, I get that. So what do we got?
Looks like you got a monument or a creek, a ruin or a shore, and a city.
So I assume these other ones tuck under the city.
Yep. And you can either choose both of them or just one of those tickets. Up to you. Or cards. Alright, hold on a second. Let me give us a little more.
No.
Breathing room.
No.
Alrighty. Now for the next step, comes back to me with the namesakes. We'll draw 2 namesake cards. Ah, bugger. I did it dumb.
You did first and second?
Yeah, I dragged the first and second. And there's no real way to give these back without... Screw it. I guess we're doing the first and second. Technically random because I didn't anticipate doing it. Right?
Can you just get rid of them and then just redraw them?
There's no way for me to really do that. Because I tried clicking on the thing, but there's only one way to pass it. And if I reset it, well, then the entire hand goes back, yeah. So again, it's fine. I didn't anticipate drawing 1 and 2, so we can count it. And who knows? Maybe I have a one that I want to put in the meta verse. Okay. Actually, one of these is nice. I'm going to put this here. The world of maps. And the City of Towers. Alrighty. So we did 2 landmarks, 2 namesakes. That leaves us with a single origin. Go ahead and draw that, Asmo, in micro setting 2.
What am I drawing?
Origin.
Origin 30.
One of these days, we'll draw something I've already put in here. Alright, go ahead. Now again, remember with the namesakes, origins, attributes, and advents, we can put those into the meta if we'd like. And if that happens, we will draw again. Which I guess I should have done for the other namesake. In fact, let me go ahead and do that while you're working through that.
Done. You know what? Actually,
Actually,
it
what?
would be better over here.
Okay. Veb. We are now at the attributes cards. Draw yourself 2. In microsetting 2. Oh, to note, if you do want to move something to the meta row, to keep the world concept focused, we recommend no more than 1 namesake card, 1 attribute card, 1 origin card, and 1 advent card in the meta row. So now that we have 1 namesake card in the meta row, 1 origin, attribute, or advent can be played, but none of the namesakes in the meta. Alrighty. 30. Oh, 34 is already there. I just have to make 31. And again, you don't have to pick both. You can just put one off to the side. We don't use it at all. You can put one in the meta row. Up to you.
We use everything here. We don't let anything go to waste. There's starving kids in City 1 with their unknown disease. Known for mushrooms.
What?
Clearly those ruins had an ecological accident. Very memorable. Now they're overgrown with nature. That one flew away. It's gone now.
Okay. Alright, we can put it over there in the sideboard, that's fine. Alrighty, and then the last thing is Advents, which I believe is my turn. Looks like we got Advent 3. Let's see what we got here. All right, in the city of towers with the monument at the crossroads, there lies a ruin, the site of a memorable accident, and apparently known for mushrooms. Recent construction has unearthed a secret of some sort. Now, being this is the crossroads, I feel like leaving it in the middle. Okay. World's shaping up pretty neatly. Let's do another micro setting.
I hope it's micro setting 4.
Why would it be micro setting 4?
Just gotta keep guessing.
Okay.
Kind of like how the Omi doesn't use alpha. They use like 8. They use everything but alpha, so that way you think there's an extra crew just around.
Okay, we'll do this my Xbox style and not keep our numbering correct. Asmo, since I drew the Advent card, that means you will get the landmarks and region for this one.
So how many landmarks?
2 landmarks and 1 region. Okay, let's see here. 43 and 4. Those are definitely new ones.
So the sideboard, can you add that to other things already in progress, or?
If you want to do that instead of drawing a new card, I'll allow it.
I didn't know if you could just take that and put it on something over here, for example.
Well, we didn't know what to do with that card, so we kind of just discarded over there to the sideboard. Some world builders prefer a slower, more intentional process than randomly drawn cards allow. For more choice-driven world-building experience, consider using a sideboard. Set 6 face-up cards you may choose to draw from at any time instead of using randomly drawn card. When you begin world building, create a sideboard by drawing a card of each type and placing it face up beside your deck, building your world using these guys. Blah, blah, blah.
That's like trying to be
When you
more
draw a
thoughtful.
card from
I
the
like random
sideboard,
aspect.
draw another card from blah blah blah. We can be random with this. I mean, any rules from this we can technically change as needed. But there is a use for the sideboard of either like drawing certain number of cards so that you can intentionally pick from that instead of randomly drawing from the deck. That said, you would refill it, but in our case, if we happen to have stuff that we're going to discard, let's discard it to the sideboard, and if somebody sees something useful from there, they can pull it on their turn, of course. Anyway, landmarks. 43. Alright, they're available. I'll move this a little further out your way. Again, you can choose to use both or just one, and you can discard the other if you want.
Glacier's making it real difficult to use a vineyard.
Maybe a rock? Or you can discard it? Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't use your favorite quote.
I like that rock as the landmark. A rock.
In the middle of an ice field, yes.
We have to get through a maze to get there.
Okay, how you doing this?
There's a cold bay through like a icy maze, and there's a rock.
No. You got to pick one. One of the sides of the cards.
Oh, you only pick one side?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's fine.
Like that? That's what you want to do?
That'll work. Yes.
Okay. Then
It's Glacier Bay.
Veb, go ahead
With
and
a rock.
Veb, go ahead and pick 2 attributes on micro setting 4. Or not
All right.
Sorry, my bad. Pick two namesakes, not attributes. That's my apologies. Landmarks. Not landmarks. Namesakes. Namesakes. The orange cards. Alrighty.
Neither of those are in the list yet.
They will be shortly. Alright, all yours.
Looking for 10 and 43. Let's see. Do we have anything interesting here?
Does that say of lungs?
Yes.
Yes, indeed it does.
That's weird. Oh my god. The rock at the end of the world.
What is this? Not a Monty Python. Discworld skit?
It's
No,
the most
that
northern point in the world.
Gotta use it. It works too well.
The Mourner's Glacier. With a bay and a rock at the end of the world. That's not ominous at all.
Two of those are good. You just made it 2 times more ominous.
Oh man. Alright, Asmo, the attributes were already drawn. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. One sec. Alright, there you go. Feel free to discard one if you want.
Can I take this one out and bring this one in?
Sure.
A little slow they move.
A glacier with a volcano. Interesting.
Just makes it more ominous. This is a horror campaign now.
Alrighty. And last but not least, the Advent card. Go ahead, Veb. Advent 16.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okie dokie. All yours, Veb.
What does this say?
A sudden drought could drive disastrous consequences, or a prominent figure is being exposed as a fraud. Okay. Let's go ahead and move the rock at the end of the world to the end of the world. Let's do two more, and then we can call it for the evening. We'll work on micro setting 3. And draw 2 landmarks. And 1 region.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's the drought do to a glacier?
It could actually be detrimental to maybe the penguins. Wait, how did penguins get liquid water?
I want to think they just eat snow. I know that's what killer whales do.
I mean, there is a bay. Maybe something on the bay could be detrimental, or maybe even the rock could have a problem if it doesn't get enough water.
They're living down by the bay.
Where the watermelons grow.
I mean, you act like glaciers aren't often on coasts or the like.
Oh, you know what? If there isn't enough water, maybe the glacier will crack and splash into the sea and cause a great tsunami? We can figure that out later. Something, something drought, something, something grave consequences. Anyway, I drew the mountains.
I remember you in the mountains.
And landmark 17 and 23. Okay, got our mountains. 23 and 17. You know what? In light of some of the... What's an escarpment? I actually have to look that up.
That looks like a waterfall.
A steep slope, long cliff that forms due to a faulting or erosion separating two areas with different elevations. Huh.
Would that be a canyon, essentially?
More like random steep cliff or plateau.
Just eroded with water.
Let's do this. We're going to go with path. And church. Okay. Asmo, that makes namesakes yours. Microsetting 3, go ahead and draw 2 of the namesakes.
And 8. You looked up and you looked all up that word and you just didn't use it? For shame.
I saw church and I kind of wanted to use a church on top of a mountain.
A mountain church. With a path.
With a path to
Probably
the church.
Said church.
Now you get it.
That's why I ruined your path.
I mean, there are plenty more cards to draw here.
When you pull a card, does it come out of the deck completely?
Yes. So at the very least, you're not likely to get a exact same card. Although there are 3 city regions and 2 mountain regions.
I mean, city has to be a little more standard.
Potentially more standard, yeah.
You can't have like what you have. You can have one city, one town, like one hangout spot, one local hangout spot.
All right, namesakes are down.
Namesake 19. Namesake 8. Church of Refugees sounds pretty good.
Path of feathers. Is there some sort of like bird on the path?
Well, you're up in the mountains, so there's probably a lot of birds around.
Maybe. All right.
And this church is where refugees go because it's up and away from everyone else.
Fair. Veb, go for the origin.
The origin of the species.
Just one?
Yep, just one. All right, all yours. Church of a site of a notorious wedding.
I mean, it was there. Why shouldn't I have taken it?
and the refugees.
Alrighty. That makes 2 attributes. And 25. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. And Asmo, bring us an advent.
9.
Okay, all yours.
Oh, of course.
I think we know what the notorious wedding is now.
Well, I was gonna put it like this. There's so much tourism.
Tourism is killing the mountains.
Of this, it's considered sacred ground, and they like to go to this refugee church, and it's just destroying everything.
All right. Given that there's a crossroads between this, between this point and here, maybe the mountains also leads to the crossroads. Okay. One more, and I think we'll call it for the night. I can play with this and make a bubble world, I guess. And we can maybe talk about and play with some of the mechanics in said bubble world for Sword World one day. I might actually have some ideas with this.
Quest.
Huh?
We'll go there with a quest.
Alright, Veb. 1 region, 2 landmarks, please. Micro setting 5.
Yeah.
Ooh, barons. Alright.
I am looking for landmark 37
Oh no, it's the barons.
and landmark 26.
Why are those faded like that?
Dunno.
Maybe they just didn't load in right.
It was probably something to do with my push to talk key changing something about how they drug in.
That would do it.
Neither rivers nor bogs make sense in barrens. Those are kind of the antithesis of barrens.
You might still find a river in the Barrens, but
Eh,
I mean, you're more likely to find Arizona City in the Barrens instead. Okay. Draw a couple of attributes. Saber, I heard that. Dog farted. Oops. Wrong one. Not attributes. Namesakes. I don't know how many times I'm going to do that tonight. Alright, we got namesake 25 and 45.
Wait. We have a place that's the crossroads, and we have barrens. This is just World of
Hey. Is there a rock at the end of the world in Warcraft?
Warcraft. Probably. I'm waiting for one of these cards to have Mankirk's wife on it.
Okay. Wait. Was it 25, 45? Okay, yeah.
Does that say Beyond Fear? What does that mean? Just really scary there?
The Baron of Meadows. Ooh, actually, City of Meadows.
Congratulations, gentlemen. We have Las Vegas.
And the Lonely River.
No, seriously. Go hit Google Translate and see what Las Vegas translates to.
City of Meadows, is that what it's called?
That's literally what Las Vegas actually translates to.
So this is a gambling place.
Oh, the Meadows. Ha!
I wasn't
Oh
kidding.
my god, we do. I love it. I'm leaving it. Asmo, go ahead and draw in Origin.
5.
Okay.
Was once a living entity. I want to put that on the rock.
The Barrens,
To go with
a
our
site of two.
gambling theme, there was a big race in the Barrens.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I accidentally went ahead and drew the attributes. Let's see if they're already there or not. 35, 29. 35 is there, but 29 is not. Okie dokie.
Are you okie doking to
Veb.
Beb?
What are you going to do?
I accidentally already drew the 35 and 29, but I put there in the attributes.
Oh, attribute.
Yes.
Can we already have attribute 29?
I don't think so. Are you about to mafia up our Las Vegas there, sir? Well, that's not scary at all. Alright, and last but not least, our origin. Or not origin, Advent. Advent 20. Might help if I set the right size. Time for a rematch. Grandpappy's kids Grandpappy's kids for each of the rivals is coming in for seconds.
But who knows if Graboids are going to show up?
Oh man! But here you go. Here's our world. And of course, if somebody decided to draw this, it would probably look better. But we got like some major points of interest, some definite quests or adventure ideas to play with in the world, some or none could, work together in certain cases. Like we got
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock definitely seems very ominous. But that is Deck of Worlds in a nutshell. What do you guys think?
It's a cool way to make things like make points of interest. I've heard if you make the pilgrimage to the Rock and you make a wish, put your hand on it, it teleports you to where you want to be.
But actually, it just teleports you to the place where it originally was.
But where's that?
Good question. I vote the mountains.
Rocks would be in the mountains.
Or the Barrens.
True.
Veb, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you end up with something kind of sparse and disconnected with a lot of blanks to still fill in, but I guess it works.
Yeah. I've been mostly myself using it for my Konglong Shoujo world, since there is a bunch of... I have a kind of general idea of what I want to do with the world, but not much in it as of yet. So, like, Dinosaur Fantasy is the only thing I had. I've been drawing cards and kind of just writing little adventure notes that I could fill out later for more overarching stuff. Because I've got a setting, but I don't have little, places for the players to do anything in yet. So rather than trying to kind of pull out something from the world at random, I've been using these as kind of prompts on where to go with. Finding a spot in the world that it would make sense to put it in and going with that. But with this, I mean, we could get hopefully the rest of the guys online one day and maybe do a bubble world after we finish the Sword World campaign and play more Sword World, but within a bubble world, and on top of just like the general setting, we could add our own mechanics. Like I think with the samurai-esque one, they've got various small form encounters as well as like the honor system. Monochromatica has these color symbol abilities that give the characters extra power that only work within Monochromatica. So once you leave, you lose those abilities, but if you were to ever go back, you would regain them. But they also have these weird kind of color stains to the world that can corrupt people, which is pretty interesting. So I might be looking into doing that with the Deck of Worlds. I'm definitely going to save this for later. But I hope this inspires people to maybe take a look at this. And I'm not sponsored in any way by Deck of Worlds or the story engine. I just really enjoyed it, and I wanted to show you guys and see what you guys thought of it. But thank you guys for hopping on and playing a game with me.
Yeah.
For anybody watching, like and subscribe.